Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here at Plymouth Regional High School for a baseball game between the Plymouth Bobcats and the Kennett Eagles. I'm Will Van Eierstein. I'll be doing play-by-play alongside Pat Magnanelli, who will be doing color. Pat, what do you think about today's game?
I think that Plymouth has had a very tough season this year, and I think the Kennett Eagles are really going to give them trouble today, especially with that fast pitcher. What are your thoughts, Will?
I think we're in for a good show. These teams are both rivals of each other. As Plymouth competes for that final spot in the playoffs, they'll need to certainly win this game and get some help if they want to get in the playoffs here. So, as first pitch is about to be underway, we'll come back to you for that at the top of the first. We'll be back with the top of the first. And we're back here we're about to be underway here for the first pitch, as Kennett will be up to bat first. This will be Pepin, number 83 for Kennett up to bat, as Garrett Dimas will pitch for Plymouth today. Pat, what do you look to see from Plymouth's pitcher here?
I think he's going to try to, ground out here.
And that's a hit right to the third baseman. A throw to the first, and that's the out, number 1.
That's a ground out right there.
Pat called it right on the nose.
That was a nice, clean pitch, really making him reach for it there. So that's really productive for them.
So that was Mikey Hogan who, at third base, made the play to Aaron Evans to get the first out of the inning here. As Dimas gets ready for the pitch and he throws. It's a strike, so it's first strike of the day.
If you look, you can see Mike playing very close to the grass, so I think that he's trying to make a quick play.
Pitch number 2 is high for ball 1. What do you look to see from this Plymouth hitters today?
They get to really just get on base, just play smart baseball. Not really, just get on base, let them walk you. Don't try to be the hero.
So as that pitch goes as a foul tip, so that'll be 2 strikes and 1 ball. Here for batter Robitaille for Kennett. Pitch high for ball 2. So the count's 2-2 here. What do you think this hitter's thinking, Pat?
If I'm him, I'm just trying to get on base, really. Try to get the walk, but you're down by 2, and it looks like he might get it full count now, Will.
Dimas throwing 2 straight balls.
I think he's probably going to either leave looking or get the walk.
Full count. Here comes the pitch. And a foul tip, so he'll stay alive. As Ben Olmstead, as a catch for Plymouth, will go back and get it. So, Pat, where do you think this Robitaille is going to be aiming this one?
I think he's going to try to, he's a smaller guy. I think that you put it a little high, top of the strike zone. Ugh.
This pitch goes wild here for ball 4. So Kennett will get on base. Start at the top of the first here. With 1 out.
That kid was really looking for a walk, Will, there,
Certainly took his time here as Dimas will try to get out number 2 here. This batter for Kennett is Martinez. As Dimas throws Aaron Evans to check up on the runner.
Definitely a good play by the pitcher there, keeping him honest, not letting quick little feet like that get ahead of you.
So Dimas with the first pitch. And it's a foul tip. Go right back into the creek.
One of the greatest parts about baseball is really the battle between the pitcher and the catcher, with the count, not as much as hitting-wise.
So 1 strike here. And that'll be ball 1. So 1-1 is the count. As for Plymouth here, we have the lineups. Tyler Merce will be leading off. Harry Schamberger will be second. Aaron Evans third. Balin Engel fourth. Garrett Dimas hitting fifth. Dylan Donahue sixth. Ben Olmsted, 7th. Mikey Hogan, 8th. And Danny Carey to finish it off at 9th.
They're really putting experienced hitters at the top of the list, Will.
Tyler Mercer leading off that hit, at that lead up. He is a senior captain of this team here, as his team also has lost Jared Mall for the year, as he decided to not play anymore. So DeMoss trying to get his second out of the inning here, as the runner stole second. And a swing, and it gets to the shortstop. Dylan Donahue looks to make the play. Little high, and looks like he's safe.
That's a very difficult play to make. You didn't have a lot of time there, and it being high like that, Will, not really a surprise.
So Martinez gets on first base here, as runners on first and third here for Kennett. Top of the first. Plymouth's already in trouble.
Now as a catcher, you got to be really vigilant here of third base. Really, that kid might try to steal home if you let a ball pass.
So Johnston will be up to hit now for Kennett. And DeMoss will check with first baseman Aaron Evans there. So what do you think if you're Plymouth here? What are you trying to do to get out of this inning without letting up any runs?
Well, first, I think that you need to get a strikeout here. Then you're in a lot better situation, and you definitely got to watch whoever's on first base from stealing and trying to load up.
So that'll be ball one. So DeMoss struggling here early. That's going to be strike number one. So it count as 1-1. Do you think you could see a bunt here coming up?
I don't think so, just for the simple fact that you'd be basically giving up. Wow, nice check by Mikey Hogan right there. Good
Ben
job getting back to
throwing
that.
it to Mikey Hogan, checking up at the third.
But now you got number one there on second base. So
Martinez is on second base here for Kennett. Runners on second and third. Pitch is foul tipped.
I just don't see the point in taking a bunt this early in the game, trying to, it's not a tight game right now. It's just 0-0. It's early in the game. It's not worth sacrificing an inning that could be crucial.
Those of you who remember the first game we broadcasted here for Plymouth, Plymouth in the first inning had bases loaded and were able to get away with one run, and that would have been the difference because they lost 1-0 in extra innings. So maybe Kennett can score and get that one run that might be the difference. And a swing and a miss, and he'll strike him out. So DeMoss gets his first strikeout of the day. Striking out Johnston.
I have a lot of respect for the outfielders because to stay in the game, even though most of the time you're not, but their job is so crucial to make sure no big play score.
That pitch is going to be high for ball one. This is Olette hitting for Kennett. Kennett still has 2 outs, but with runners on second and third. And a swing and a miss, and it's in right field. And that'll end the inning. So Plymouth gets out of a hole here early, and they'll keep this game at a 0-0 tie with them up to bat. We'll be back with the bottom of the first momentarily. And we're back here for the bottom of the first here as Plymouth will hit here. This is Tyler Mersch, captain of this team, who will lead off Plymouth here. Start the bottom of the first. Pat, what do you think? What do you expect to see from Tyler Mersch here?
Biggest thing here, just get on base, try to take a walk. He's a fast kid, and a great decision by the coach to put him first so he can try to get on base, because him on base is definitely a threat for that Kennett team.
So here's pitch number one is a strike. And for the pitcher for today for Kennett will be Goff. That'll be strike two. Pat, what did you think about that pitch?
I think that it was kind of like a little high for him. He should have been able to kind of get up there and hit it, though, if he really wanted to.
And it's high in the air. Third baseman calls it. And it'll be caught for the first out of the inning.
It's definitely not the type of hit that you want out of your leading batter.
So with Tyler Mersch getting out here, it'll be out number 1 at the bottom of the first, and Harry Schamberger will be up to hit second. So that was 1 out down. What do you think Plymouth's approach is, Pat?
I think here, Harry, I've seen him. I used to play ball with him, and he's got a phenomenal hit if he can just get a piece of it.
So that'll be strike 1 towards Harry, so it'll be in a early hole here. Jared Goff has looked strong opening up. As that one goes low for a ball.
It looks as if it looks as if he's kind of throwing fancy stuff like a curveball there, but I am not an expert.
That pitch looked like it was looks like a strike. So 2 strikes and 1 ball here for Harry. As it's foul tipped. Harry will stay alive here with still 2 strikes and 1 ball.
Definitely a smart decision to swing on it, try to get a piece of it and keep it alive.
Next up for Plymouth is Aaron Evans, followed by Billy Nangle. That pitch strikes Harry out.
They got him looking, Will. That's definitely a achievement by a pitcher whenever you get him looking.
So now Aaron Evans will be up to bat here with 2 outs here for Plymouth. Early on, not the start Plymouth wanted here for their offense.
You know, if I'm Aaron, you got nobody on base, I just take a nice hard crack at it and see if you can hit it right out of here. Because I've seen him in practice. He can definitely hit that ball.
That pitch will be a strike here. So Goff is definitely on a hot streak here early on as he gets Aaron looking with a strike. That pitch goes outside there for a ball 1. So what do you expect Goff to keep this performance up throughout the whole game?
Well, I think it's going to be very difficult for Plymouth early on, but I feel like the more pitches he throws, he's going to start getting inaccurate and maybe get himself into a bad situation.
So 2 strikes and 1 ball now. As it's fouled there by Aaron. So still 2 strikes and 1 ball. So Plymouth will try to get by with at least 1 run here. Try to get a lead here, but looks bleak here for Plymouth. Bottom of the first. As it's hit high to the center fieldman, and it gets over him. Gets to the fence. Center fielder makes the throw to the cutoff man. And Aaron will get to second.
Now this is the type of situation you want if you're Plymouth. You got now your DH up there, and you had a big bat just make a beautiful hit. Now you got Bailey Nangle, who is their DH, right up to bat. He can definitely give Kennett some problems.
So Plymouth might be able to get at least 1 run out of this inning with Bailey Nangle up to bat. So Aaron Evans taking his lead at second now. Goff makes the pitch. It's going to be a ball.
You're really trying to get him to chase that and try to have him pull it right to the left fielder there. Did not work.
So Aaron takes his lead again. That's going to be low for ball 2. Now all of a sudden Goff looks to be shaken.
It's definitely the thing you want for Plymouth is he gives up a big hit. Now he's worried about it here.
Goff a 3rd ball. No strikes in 3 balls here. If you're Bailey Nangle, are you even looking to hit on this pitch?
I think you just let it walk and see what happens.
So Goff with the pitch. And it's going to be high for ball 4, so 4 straight pitches are balls here for Goff.
Well, it's great to have base runners on, but you don't have really the legs there to move them along. You got more of your bigger guys out there, so definitely not the best situation Plymouth could be in, but still a good one at that, Will.
Garrett Demas, the pitcher now. I pronounced him Demas in the top of the first. Sorry for pronouncing it that way, unless it was pronounced that way, and then, well, we're going to get it wrong for about 6 more innings here. So he'll be up to bat now. As that pitch is a strike. So Goff bouncing back there, he delivers a strike. So Goff taking his time. Let's see if he looks at the base runner. He's not going to.
Well, he can't. Well, he can't do anything either way because they don't have him pinned up. So definitely not the type of situation you want to be in if you're Goff.
So Plymouth with 2 outs, but runners on first and second. That's going to be high for a ball. So Kennett in a little bit of a danger here. As the weather is temperature 66 degrees here. Beautiful spring day. And it's hit, and it's going to be a foul tip. It'll be right down by the creek.
Yeah, he's really staying alive here, staying in this game, so.
So if you're Demas, where are you looking to put this one?
I think you put it low, make him go down for it.
So Goff with the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. So Aaron Evans and Bailey Nangle on first and second. As Coach Boyle calls out his signals. Aaron's running. And it's hit high into deep right field. Let's see if it stays fair. Unable to make the catch, but it's a foul anyway. So Demas will go back to the plate to hit. Aaron and Bailey will go back to their bases.
It's definitely was a good call by Coach Boyle. But either way, Demas is pretty lucky there that that wasn't in fair play because I'm pretty sure that right fielder could have easily made that play and ended the inning.
So Garrett Demas with a full count here. Looking to keep this inning alive for Plymouth. As it's still a 0-0 game here. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. So that'll end the bottom of the first here with a 0-0 game here. Kennett will be up to bat. I'll be back with the top of the second. And we're back here for top of the second here as Kennett will be up to bat here. And this will be Olette here up to bat. And it's going to be hit, but a foul tip. So it'll be strike one.
Definitely a nice, easy strike for the pitcher. Even if that wasn't a perfect pitch, he gets a strike.
So Olette with one strike right off the bat. You might so Demas with a. What do you expect from Demas here?
I think he's just gonna throw it high there. Will.
I can do my own job, Pat. Counts 1-1.
I think he might just. He's not gonna throw it down the middle. He's not gonna try to throw speed down the middle.
That'll be another strike. So strike two.
That was a good job by him painting the corner right there.
So Kennett will try to get a man on at least first here. And that's going to get him here for a strikeout. Got him looking. So maybe Demas could be in a little bit of a hot streak. Just like Goff was in the previous inning.
It's definitely starting to work out for him. I think he's getting more confidence up there after getting out of that sticky situation, Will.
So this will be Goff up to bat, the pitcher for Kennett. That'll be strike one. So right away, Goff is faced with a one strike and no ball. And it's hit, and it'll be a foul, so it'll be strike 2.
It's definitely definitely not the situation he wants to be in here, Will.
So 2 strikes and no balls here. It's a swing and a miss. Catcher didn't come down with it. Makes the throw to first base, and that's an easy out. So 2 outs here for Kennett.
You know, that's really not a good play. He should have really tried to dig that out and try to run and try to make that catcher have to throw the ball a little bit faster, but he kind of just let it happen.
As Emerson is up to bat now for Kennett. As the pitch is inside, ball 1.
Making him hop back a little bit, making him worry about it.
Pat, do you think there's any chance Kennett can get a run out of this?
Well, Plymouth in the last inning, they put a guy on first and second, and that was with 2 outs. So, you know, even though it's the kind of later in the order, who knows?
So 2 balls here for Emerson. As that'll be the 3rd ball. It's the 3rd straight ball as the catcher, Ben Olmsted, will talk to his pitcher. What do you think they're talking about, Pat?
Well, I think Ben, he's a reasonable guy. I think he's just trying to calm him down. You know, I'm pretty sure it's a young pitcher on the mound there today, so you know he's probably getting a little jittery pitching in a varsity game.
So we'll resume play here for Emerson up to hit. He has 3 balls and no strikes. Demas with the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So Kennett will get a man on first. Here in the top of the 2nd with 2 outs.
It's definitely not the situation. You know, that pitcher was heating up there, and now it looks like he's having trouble.
This is Lamar up to bat for Kennett now. As time is called. Pat, why do you think time was called there?
I think the just batter wasn't mentally ready. You know, always gotta adjust. You know, the glove, the whatever it may be. They want to be comfortable up there so they can really make a great play on that ball.
So Demas will look to make the first pitch here for this batter. Swing and a miss. Got him looking as I'll look back to first. And they got him. So that'll be the 3rd out of the inning as it's 0-0 here.
Outstanding play by Plymouth right there, getting him looking.
So we'll be back with the bottom of the 2nd with Plymouth up to bat here. Welcome back here as we're back for the bottom of the 2nd here as Dylan Donahue will be up to bat here for Plymouth. As this game is still a 0-0 tie. And it's hit right between the center fieldman and the left fieldman, and it gets down. Left fieldman picks it up, has trouble picking it up. Throws it to the cuff man, goes high, goes to the pitcher. Dylan thinks about it, but he stays.
Wow, what an outstanding play by Dylan right there. Nice deep hit, and it up. It looks like the center fielder broke his little glasses there and got a little mad about it, threw him over.
So good start to the bottom of the 2nd here for Plymouth as Dylan Donahue gets to hit off the first pitch. So Ben Olmsted will now be up to hit. So Goff, let's see if he looks, if he's going to be a little bit of shaken. As Ben looks, goes swinging.
Wow, big swing and a miss. That was a very fast fastball. Really made Ben have to. You know, Ben just didn't have the timing for that ball whatsoever.
So 1 strike here for Ben as Dylan taking a big lead. And that'll be hit for a foul. So Ben facing 2 strikes and no balls here.
They're trying to get Dylan, trying to keep him on second base there. They keep checking him, trying to make him nervous and stuff. So
Ben Olmsted facing a hole. As the pitch is low for ball 1. So count is 2 strikes and 1 ball. If you're Kennett here on the defense, what are you looking for?
I think your main concern is just keeping Dylan on second base right now, not letting them start getting guys on. Because, you get no outs, you get somebody on third base. Come on, you're in a lot of trouble there.
2 strikes and 2 balls here for Dylan Donahue. For Ben Olmsted. As that one goes low for ball 3. So 3 straight balls here for Goff, as it's a full count now for Ben. If you're Ben, what do you expect? Do you go down looking?
No, I think that you really got to use your head here, but if it's chin to shin, you swing.
And that's going to be strike 3, as he went with the looking technique, and Goff got him out looking.
Yeah, that's not the definitely you don't want to do that. Like you got to swing. A lot of times if you got a full count, that's definitely the pitcher's count there.
So Mikey Hogan up to bat now. Plymouth with 1 out here. As he hits it high to the right field, that'll be a foul. So Mikey's swinging on the first pitch too. That's 3 straight who have swung on the first pitch.
Good job by them staying aggressive here in this ball game and definitely trying to do some damage.
So after Mikey Hogan, Danny Carey will be up to bat. As Goff will look to get a second out as Mikey Hogan hits it right in between the center field and the right fieldman. Right fieldman picks it up, throws it to cutoff man, and a runner scores here, Dylan Donahue. And it's 1-0 for Plymouth.
It's a great job by Plymouth, and he really got around there. But I feel like Mikey didn't want to test the waters, but he definitely, maybe with a slide, could have gotten over to second base and gotten the double.
So Mikey Hogan with the RBI, as Danny Carey will now be up to bat for Plymouth. Still 1 out for Plymouth, as they now have a lead. Something they didn't have the last time we broadcasted them, as Danny Carey with the bunt gets down, trying to get the first, and he gets there.
That's a great job by...
or he doesn't. That's an out.
Great job by Danny either way, advancing Mikey, he stayed with it, and at the very least, now you got Mikey in great position here to get on third and definitely give them some trouble.
So Tyler Mersch will be up for the second time. Let's see if he can get Danny Carey to home and extend this lead. Mikey Hogan to home.
Mikey's definitely a very seasoned ball player. I don't think Kennett really knows. He's played with a lot of the Concord teams in the area and a lot of those, special teams, and he's been playing ball since he's really young.
So that'll be strike 1 for Tyler, as it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
He has a very seasoned career, winning the Pemmy Baker Championship twice over in Campton for Campton. So.
A wild pitch there as Catch is able to corral it. That'll be ball 2. So Pat, where do you think Tyler Mersch is going to try to put this one?
I think if you're Tyler, you got to get a nice big hit here and give Mikey some, let Mikey really do the damage he can do.
As he hits it right to the center baseman, and that'll be out number 3 of the inning.
And it left Mikey on.
So Plymouth gets out of there with a 1-0 lead here, as we'll be back with Kennett trying to at least tie it up in the top of the 3rd. So we're back here for a top of the 3rd here, as Kennett will try to tie this game up at least, facing a 1-0 hole. As that will be hit high into the air. And Tyler Mersch will try to come down with it, and he does. That'll be the first out off the first pitch.
Even though Plymouth only got 1 run there, it's a real big moral victory for Plymouth, and I think that it's going to help boost their confidence going into the rest of this game, Will.
So Demas getting the first out of the top of the 3rd here. as this will be top of the order here for Kennett. Pepin will be up to bat. First time Pepin got to first base, as he's facing as he gets strike one there off the first pitch.
That's a nice, very good sinker thrown by him. Dropped right in time.
So pitch number 2, and that'll be a strike. So 2 strikes here for Pepin. If you're Demas, what are you choosing here to pitch?
I wouldn't throw it too inside. I'd kind of make him reach for it, but he's probably just trying to make him jump back and get him more in there.
As he pitched inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And it's hit high in the air. And Mike Hilton will try to come down with it, and he doesn't. So that'll be a foul, and Pepin will come back to hit for Kennett.
I feel like that ball could have been more easily gotten by the pitcher or catcher there, but Mikey just trying to save the team there. Did not work out.
So 2 strikes and 1 ball here for Pepin. Trying to at least get on base here. So that'll be strike 3, and that'll be out number 2. The top of the 3rd here for Kennett. So this will be Robitaille up to bat. As he looks pretty small there from up here. Pat, what do you think?
I think if you're him, you try to throw it high, make him like really struggle for it, or away.
So first pitch is outside, ball 1. So pitch number 2, and it's inside, but he still gets a hit off, and that'll be a foul. So strike 1. Bet it almost looks like that helmet is 10 times too big for him.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
So that pitch will be inside there for a ball, for another ball. Ball 2.
I always wonder with young pitchers how much control they actually have over the ball.
As that'll be hit to the shortstop, Dylan Donahue, he'll make the easy throw. And the out, and that'll end the top of the 3rd. An easy inning here for Plymouth, as they'll get right back up to the bats. As we'll be back for bottom of the 3rd momentarily. So we're back here for bottom of the 3rd here for Plymouth. Harry Schamberger up to bat. What do you think Harry's going to try to do here?
You know, he's a fast kid. I think he's just going to try to get on base. You know, whenever you get a set of wheels, get on base and you can really do damage, you know, stealing bases.
So first pitch in, it's a strike. So 1 strike here for Harry early on. Swinging a hit, gets to the shortstop, makes the throw, and it gets there.
It's a very good play by him, you know, just digging it out and fighting right up until the last minute there.
Looks like the first baseman did not get his foot on the bag, so Harry's called safe.
You know, that's why no matter how bad you think the hit is, you can never slow down. You just got to keep digging it out.
So this will be Aaron Evans. Last time he went up to hit, he hit it high right over the center fielder's head.
You know, Aaron's definitely got power behind him. He's probably one of the more seasoned hitters out there, and I think that he can definitely do damage if he gets the right pitch.
Let's see if he can get Harry at least a second.
This is definitely the type of thing that your lineup tries to set up. You try to get fast kids on base, and then you get someone like Aaron who can really hit the ball.
So Goff with the pitch, it's low. Ball 1. As they try to get to first base to tag out Harry, but it throws short.
Definitely a very difficult situation for Kennett. You know, they're really struggling here keeping guys on base. You know, they let Aaron steal, or they almost let Aaron steal that base earlier this game.
So 1 ball for Aaron, as that's going to be called a strike. And Harry's going to be called out as he tried to steal, but he couldn't get there. So that's the first out here for Plymouth.
Should try to slide into that a little bit, but you know, what can you do when you're late by that much? He didn't think that catcher was as keen as he was, so.
So 1 strike and 1 ball here.
Looks like Kennett needs some time because that catcher's got something wrong with his equipment.
So let's take a break here to recap here as Plymouth is at a 1-0 lead here. And looking to add on, it is the bottom of the third. Aaron Evans is up to bat currently, and Bailey Nagel will be up next. And DeMass will be up next after that. So as we resume play here, Aaron Evans, 1 strike and 1 ball. So that's going to be strike number 2.
Definitely a, you know, Aaron now, he's going to just try to get a good hit.
And he hits it, going to be foul territory. He'll still stay alive though. Still facing 2 strikes and 1 ball.
Definitely not the position he wants to be in here.
As that's inside, they'll call that a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Approaching a full count. As the ump waits and he calls it a ball. A little bit of a pause there. Pat, what did you think about that pitch? Did you think it was low enough in the strike zone?
I really don't know. I think that it was a little low. I don't know. I would definitely have called it a ball if I was the ump.
So Aaron Evans gets ball 4 as he stays alive enough for Goff to throw 3 straight balls. So Aaron gets the walk, and Bailey Nagel up to bat now.
Definitely your beef of your lineup is right here.
Bailey Nagel was also able to get on base last time. As the pitch is just inside for a strike. What do you think of Goff's performance here so far?
He's let up a few big hits, and he's not perfect, but I think he's a really good pitcher.
As that's hit high, it'll be foul territory. Way back, right by the creek. So Bailey Nagel, 2 strikes and no balls.
Bailey's really got some power behind him, so if he can just get the right pitch, Goff's going to be in trouble.
As they'll check Aaron, and he's called safe. So Bailey Nagel gets out. As it'll be Demas up to bat now.
If I remember correctly, this was the part of the lineup that has produced the most, correct, Will?
That is correct. Swinging a miss early here.
That was a nice hard chop at that.
So Demas facing 1 strike and no balls. Where do you think he'll try to place this ball if he gets a hit?
I think he's gonna. Wow, that was not the pitch that I think he's trying to throw. That's just kind of a little bit of a meatball there.
High pitch and it'll be a ball. So one ball and 1 strike. And it's foul tipped. So that'll be the 2nd strike. So we have, if Demas can get on base here, we have Dylan Donahue up next to bat.
Yeah, you get a very good part of your lineup coming up. So now you definitely want to really try to keep this inning going and try to get a hit here or at least a walk.
That'll be outside for ball 2. Let's see if Demas will try to get to this left fielder as he looks a little unfocused. So 2 strikes and 2 balls. It's hit high. That's going to be a foul.
Well,
Way
really,
back in the woods.
He's really making this really a fight between the pitcher and catcher here.
So 2 strikes and 2 balls for Demas here. With Aaron Evans on first. And 2 outs for Plymouth. As the ump goes, get a new baseball.
Very, I don't know, if you're Plymouth, you know, try to get the walk, try to get on base, and try to get Dylan out here, because Dylan hit a great hit last time, so.
Demas looking for his first hit here today. And that'll be ball 3. So it's a full count. Demas last time had a full count, but was struck out. Cut looking. As Goff checks back. And he makes a throw. Aaron Evans is called out, so that'll end it for Plymouth here. I thought he was safe, but...
Yeah, that was definitely a questionable call, Will.
So we'll be back here for top of the 4th as Kennett will be back up to bat with a 1-0 lead here for Plymouth. As we're back here for top of the 4th here as Kennett trying to at least tie up this Plymouth lead. As that pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. This is Martinez up to bat here for Kennett.
I think that, you know, he's really just trying to get him a little bit nervous there, throwing it inside, making him uncomfortable.
That hit high in the air. Mikey Hogan trying to, nope, Dylan Donahue. And he'll catch it for the out.
That's a very good play by him, you know. Good job recognizing where it was.
So out number 1 here of the top of the 4th. Is Demas. What do you think of his performance so far?
I think he's pitched a relatively good game, you know, not letting up anything too big, so.
So that hit, foul tip, strike 1. It's Demas with the pitch. It's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-1 is the count.
You know, if I'm him, you know, throw it inside. You know, make him a little bit shaky in there, because he's a tall kid. He can definitely reach and grab that well.
So that's going to be a strike. So 2 strikes and 1 ball.
You know, maybe even throw it low and make him reach down for it.
So that's going to be outside for another ball.
I definitely don't think throwing it outside and making him reach for it's the right pitch, because I think that he could grab that and really pull it.
Pat, you said you played baseball early on in the broadcast.
Yeah,
can you elaborate on that?
Right through my middle school career, 5th to 8th grade. You know, nothing too fancy, but we won a few championships, so.
So Demas gets the out.
It's a great game to learn, you know. It's one of the most beloved sports in all of America.
So that's it as a foul tip. As this is Olette up to bat for Kennett. You have to start to wonder here as we're in the 4th inning. Do you think Kennett could be shut out here, as that's just a terrible swing by Olette?
I really don't think so. I think that you're going to end up running into pitching trouble, because, you know, I wonder how long he can stay consistent here in this game, Will.
Kennett still scoreless as that's hit on the line. That'll be a foul. So 2 strikes here for Olette. Do you think he can get out of this?
Well, I think if I'm him, you know, I straight speed down the middle.
as that's hit deep into right field. And can't come down with a catch. That'll be a foul.
He really just needs to throw a fastball right down the middle, as fast as you can, really. I really don't think that this kid's going to be able to keep up.
So Olet staying alive. Trying to get on base and keep this inning going for Kennett, as they're still down 1-0. As that's hit into foul territory. Tyler Merce comes down with a catch. That'll end the inning. So just like that, Kennett is out of chances here at the top of the fourth, and they'll be on defense here as we come back to you with the bottom of the fourth. As we're back here for the bottom of the fourth here for Plymouth. Have a 1-0 lead. That's hit high in the air. That'll be way back into the creek.
Definitely not the way you want to start off here is with a foul. Now you're behind. So
this is Dylan Donahue up to bat. As that's hit to the third baseman, he'll try to make the throw, and it gets over the first baseman, and he'll round first and easily get the second, and they'll force him to stop as the ball goes wild.
Right out of play. That's definitely that's definitely the type of play that you want. It's a nice error there, and now he can easily get the right steal, go to third, and give them a lot of trouble.
As that was Demas who's on second. So looks like I either got something wrong or a substitution happened. As it should be Ben Olmsted up to bat now. So that's a foul tip. Strike one.
They could have made a pitching adjustment, Will, and changed the order here.
Nah, I think I just screwed up. Nope, that's Dylan Donahue. I just screwed up. So it's Dylan Donahue up to bat now. So he'll try to get Demas home to at least expand this lead to 2-0 as he swings and a miss, and that will not happen. So with that, that'll be the first out of the bottom of the fourth, as Ben Olmsted will now be up to bat. My apologies for getting that mixed up earlier.
If I'm him, I'm definitely going to try to take off to third.
So let's see if Ben bunts here. Swings and misses, and that one. So he didn't do that.
Honestly, I'm on second. I'm going to try to make them make the play.
Well, it all depends if he gets the signs.
Well, they have some discretion there, what they see, but for the most part, yeah, that is true.
As that pitch is low, but they'll call it a strike. As it's hit to the second baseman, he'll make the easy play at first. And that'll be the second out here for Kennett.
Either way,
Plymouth.
Either way, great play by Ben, moving the chains, kind of like forcing, he gets a bag out of it, and now you got a guy on third. You definitely are in optimal scoring position with a nice hit.
This is Mikey Hogan up to bat now.
Like before, I was talking about how good of a baseball player Mikey is and how seasoned he is.
As this is hit to right field, and will it get down? It will. So Mikey Hogan gets a base hit, and Plymouth extends their lead to 2-0. As Demas scores.
It's definitely what you want to see, Even though they're not having a crazy inning, they're having a, nice gradual lead forming.
So now Danny Carey up to bat. It's Mikey Hogan getting his second hit of the day. So that's going to be a low for ball one. What do you think Danny's strategy is here?
Well, seeing that was a little wild there from him. I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens. You know, wait until I'm behind a little bit before I start swinging.
Swing and a miss as Goff put that one right down the middle. Pat, what selection did Goff go with there?
I can't really tell, but from this angle, but I think that it might have been a changeup.
So they check Mikey Hogan, trying to get him out. He's safe. So Danny Carey trying to get a hit here, keep this inning going. So that'll be foul ball.
You know, Danny's really chopping at it. You know, now he's in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, there's 2 strikes in, 1 ball. As they're certainly keeping their eye on Speedster Mikey over there. So that's going to be inside for a ball. 2 strikes and 2 balls.
That might have been intentional, throwing it inside, trying to get Danny to bounce back. But Danny, you know, looking tough there, just hanging out.
So Goff with the pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. So Plymouth gets a run out of the bottom of the 4th, and they'll extend that lead to 2-0 as Kennett will try to even this game up as we come back to you with the top of the 5th. As we're back here as Kennett will be back up to bat here, top of the 5th. As this will be hit to Mikey Hogan. He'll make the easy throw. As it bounces, gets away from Aaron, and that runner will be safe at first.
You know, if you're Mike there, you don't gotta throw, you know, that hard. You know, he really just tried to whip it in there, and you know, a little scoop gave Aaron some trouble.
That is Goff who got onto first there. So we have a little conversation here at home plate. So the coach talking to the ump about something, maybe a substitution of some sort. So what do you think Plymouth's plan is here on defense?
Well, you definitely gotta watch first base. You know, keep him honest, but just try to get an out here. You know, by whatever means necessary.
Demas will check back to first. They don't get him. So Kennett here trying to tie this game up as Plymouth has a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss. That's a strike there for Emerson.
Yeah, it's definitely you know, Will was talking about this earlier. How many innings DeMoss actually has?
So they check again and they don't get him. Still only 1 pitch thrown to Emerson. So Demas here looking to throw this pitch in. Goes right down the middle. Swing and a miss for Emerson.
You still gotta watch first and make sure you keep him honest. He definitely might try to take off air.
As that's hit high into center field. Denny Carey will try to come down with it, and he does easily.
What a play by Danny right there. You know, just got under it, grabbed it. You know, looks no worries by Danny there.
So that'll be out number 1 of the top of the 5th. Plymouth continues to shut Kennett out. As they'll check the guy on first. Aaron never had control of the ball.
Sounds like a little heckling from Kennett's pin there.
Well, it is a rivalry game. Deems with the pitch. That'll be a swing and a miss. As this is Lamar up to bat now. So 1 strike and no balls for Lamar here. First time up, didn't score, as you can tell, as it's shut out. As they check again for the 4th time. Hasn't worked any of the times. Common sense would say to stop doing it.
Well, Will, I think that it's more about just making sure he doesn't steal second than actually trying to get him out.
I don't think there's any threat of him stealing second right now. So that's hit. That'll be a foul. Strike 2 for Lamar. 2 strikes and no balls here for Lamar. They check again. Definition of insanity here, folks.
Still a, oh, looks like they got him, Will.
On the 5th time, they finally get him.
You know, sometimes you got to be a little insane to get him out, Will.
Yeah.
Good job by the first baseman, you know, not letting them have anything at all.
So that's out number 2 of the inning. And that's just out number 3 right there. So Lamar gets struck out. And just like that, Kennett still is scoreless here, as we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. As Plymouth will try to add on to that lead. Welcome back here as we're going to broadcast you the bottom of the 5th here, as Tyler Mercer will be up to bat for Plymouth. His team has a 2-0 lead, as Kennett has a new pitcher here. This is number 10. This is Lamar pitching now. So let's see what he can do.
Well, kid throws a lot of speed in there, Will.
He painted the corner right there. So it looks like Tyler will have a tough matchup here, as he's never seen this pitcher today so far. So it looks like Lamar really likes to paint those corners.
He's really trying to make him reach for it.
As that last one was a ball, so it'll be one ball, 1 strike. Inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pat, I don't know if you realize, but as Tyler hits that to the shortstop to see if he can make the throw. Way too high, as Kennett commits another error, and Tyler will get a free base.
Great play by Plymouth. That's what you want.
Let's see if Tyler looks at Coach Boyle here for a sign. I haven't seen many signs given here today.
He's definitely got the wheels for it. Looks like he's been told to stay there, but it could be wrong. You never know.
So Harry Schamberger up to bat, as that will be called a ball.
Looks like twice he's told to stay in second base, Will.
There's no reason to risk it here if you're Plymouth. As that's hit high, that'll be a foul.
I wonder if now they're going to tell him to steal, you know. Haven't had to really worry about him if you're Kennett yet, but
I highly doubt it. If you're Plymouth, you have a 2-0 lead. Kennett has not been able to do anything. There's no reason to risk an out. That's going to be a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike here for Harry. As Tyler Merce takes his lead. As that's hit deep, but that's going to be a foul. Hit behind the stands here.
definitely a good pitcher here. He's really good at throwing speed.
Inaccurate, though.
You see that?
As he just struck him out, so I stand corrected.
I don't know. To me, that looked like way too inside, but
Yeah, I thought it was also a ball.
yeah, I'm not the ump, but definitely from the ump, I'd rethink that.
So Aaron Evans, he's had a good day here. He'll be up for the third time. As that's inside. That'll be a ball. Looks like the same exact pitch that Harry just got. This time they call it a ball. So that's inside too. That'll be another ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Lamar's in danger of walking a couple here. He's gotten close a couple times. As that's hit deep, that could be a home run. And it hit the fence. Center field man has trouble getting it. Throws it to the cutoff man. Overthrows him. Tyler Merce is easily going to score. Evans caps off a great day for him as he hit the wall there.
Like I've been saying earlier in this broadcast, Evans really is part of the bulk of the lineup. He can really hit it deep, and there you go. Nice prime example. A few more feet higher, he would have been right out of here. Right off the wall there, so.
So now Plymouth up to a 3-0 lead here as the bottom of the 5th will go on. Tyler Merce just scoring for Plymouth. So Aaron, his second deep hit of the day. Center fieldman's having a rough go of it today. As that's a wild pitch, and Aaron Evans will get a free base. Right down to third base.
Wow. Now you're Kennett, bringing in this new pitcher did not work out for you whatsoever.
Yep.
He's throwing wild. He just gave up a base, and, it's not like you just gave up second. You're giving up third base. That's a huge deal.
As that's going to go for a strike. So Lamar's finally able to get a strike going here as he's been very inaccurate. Spelling Engel gets it past the shortstop. He gets a base hit. And Aaron Evans will score. 4-0 now for Plymouth.
Now, this is the type of inning, if you're Kennett, you did not want to see, but here we are. And, now Kennett's really digging a hole for themselves that they probably won't be able to crawl out of, considering how they've done today on offense.
Demas, the pitcher. Pitcher versus pitcher now. Do you think Demas gets any more of an advantage going against a fellow pitcher?
It's a whole different beast, Will. It's completely different than throwing the ball, having to swing at it. So I don't think he has any more of an advantage than a well-seasoned batter would.
Looks like we have a runner coming in to fill in Bailey Nangle. As Bailey isn't quite what you think of a speed person.
That's a great call by the coach there, putting in the pinch runner, especially someone with a pair of legs who can really move. Good job by Bailey. Nice RBI.
As it gets by the pitcher, gets to second base, going for the double play, and they get it. And that, just like that, they'll end the inning. So a nice play by there to end the inning by Kennett. As Plymouth gets 2 runs and they double their lead. It's 4-0 now as Kennett will try to come back. We'll be back with the top of the 6th momentarily. Welcome back for the top of the 6th here as Kennett will try to get some runs here. They've been ineffective all day on offense. As that'll not a good start off for Kennett. So they get strike 1 right off the bat.
Good day for Plymouth here. Plymouth baseball.
So Demas looks shaken at first here to start this game, but he's definitely controlled himself, and that's led to the shutout of Kennett here as of late, and Plymouth's offense not exactly fine-tuned, but getting the job done. So with another pitch in that, it will be way foul.
Well, if you're this pitcher, you're doing a great job today, so I just keep at it.
So 2 strikes and 1 ball. And a swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. Out number 1 at the top of the 6th. As this is 7 innings in high school varsity baseball here. Do you think Plymouth will need the bottom of the 7th?
Probably not, honestly. At the rate they're going, I think that they can probably end this game without having to worry about it. But I could be wrong. You never know.
As that was Ricker last time who got struck out, and this is Pepin.
I'd stay tuned because you got the bulk of their lineup coming up.
As he'll call time, get things just so perfect for him. Taking his time. And now we're ready to play. And a strike, so all that time wasted as it's still a strike.
No, but Will, that's part of the mental game that the batter and pitcher are constantly playing. You know, trying to get comfortable in that box there.
I don't think anything's getting to Demas at this point. He's pitched a shutout through 6 innings. He has not shown, he's not struggled ever since top of the 1st. There's no reason to play mind games. You score runs.
Well, for the batter, you definitely you got to feel comfortable. That's exactly the point.
No, you don't feel comfortable because
well, you don't, but you have to try to.
You're down 4-0. You haven't done anything. So that one goes right to the shortstop, Dylan Donahue. And that's another out for Kennett. Kennett's offense just thriving here. Scoring a total of 0 runs. As Robitaille up to bat now. Just a reminder here, as after this game, we will be heading right down to D&M Park to broadcast Plymouth Bobcats softball team as that's hit. Harry Schamberger, and that'll get down. That'll be a base hit. As the softball team for Plymouth has lost only 1 game to the undefeated Wyndham. And they'll be also playing Kennett. We'll be here to cover that, as that'll be our first primetime game. As that'll be a much more highly anticipated matchup. But it looks like Plymouth here will get the win against Kennett, and hopefully the softball team can do the same. It's 2 outs here for Kennett. That's going to be a foul, so that's going to be strike 1. And this is Robitaille hitting now. As that's hit to the shortstop, Dylan Donahue makes the tag easily.
Good job to end the up.
So Plymouth keeps the shutout alive here as they'll get their batters back up. This will be their last inning to hit at the bottom of the 6th, and we'll be there to broadcast that momentarily. So we're back here for bottom of the 6th here for Plymouth as they have a 4-0 lead. Dylan Donahue up to bat. As that's hit, will that be that's going to be a foul? Yep. So Lamar still on the mound here for Kennett. Last time he did not do well at all. Looking to expect more of the same. As that's low for ball one of Dylan Donahue. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As that is also low for ball 2. Pat, how about you hit us with your trivia now?
Okay, so you know, Kennett's had some impressive pitchers. They had Jeff Locke, who is actually an MLB pitcher who graduated from Kennett in 2006. So he's a MLB pitcher in Pittsburgh. So you know, great things can come out of a small town like Kennett.
We know it's definitely not Lamar, as he's just walked Dylan Donahue. Lamar has had a terrible day to say the least on the mound, as he's let up 2 runs and he just walked another.
He's definitely not having the game that I think he wanted to have coming here to Plymouth.
So this is definitely not Ben Olmsted. So I don't know who's hitting here as they get it past the pitcher. Second baseman gets it, and they can't even connect on a simple pass.
I think that was Ethan Laureate.
So Ethan Laureate swinging and making contact and getting on base because Kennett cannot even connect on one pass.
And they got the pinch runner in there. Did his job, got in there, took a nice hit. Now he gets to go chill out in the dugout.
So Plymouth will look to get the route on here, as I assume this is still Mikey Hogan. As they have runners on first and second here for Plymouth, and it'll be foul tipped. Still Plymouth 4-0 lead. Kennett has just not played well at all today. And maybe their softball team can actually show up. As that's hit high in the air, that's going to be a foul. As the third baseman makes a catch, something their first baseman has not been able to do today.
You know, if you're Kennett, you know, you can't let a run score if you have any shot at coming back here in the 7th. You know, you're kind of just going to go up there and try to hope you can get that pitcher for Plymouth in a sticky situation in the next half of the inning.
So Denny Carey up to hit now, as that was Mikey Hogan. And he gets the shot. Oh, my God. And it gets right through his legs, and Kennett really just showing up today. As Danny gets on to first.
You know, that's what you don't want to see. You kind of, I feel like everybody in this game's kind of getting out of it, kind of just wandering off, kind of thinking about whatever. You know, they have no inspiration to really try to close out the rest of this half of the inning and get out there guns blazing for the rest.
So Dylan Donahue scored off of that hit by Danny Carey, and so it's now 5-0, and Plymouth will look to rub this one in a little bit as Tyler Mersch gets up for the 4th time today. As that's high for a ball. So what do you think of Kennett just not being able to show up today here?
Well, I think it's getting late in the game, and I feel like they have no motivation to try to come back here and kind of just letting it go. Kind of going into la-la land.
So Tyler getting greedy on that one. Swinging, and he connects for the foul. Would have been a ball if he let it go, as he's playing mind games now with the pitcher, as it looks.
Well, I don't think that he really has to worry about it. His team's up by 4, but
Up by 5.
Up by 5. Sorry, my mistake. But definitely, if you're Kennett, you know, make sure you feel comfortable in the box.
So it looks like they called that one a strike. As that's hit, can the shortstop make the throw? He makes throw the second, and they can't get Tyler Mersch out. So they get Danny Carey out at second, and that'll be the second out of the bottom of the 6th. Plymouth will look to make this a 6-0 lead. So Harry Schamberger up to bat, his 4th time today. So runners on first and third here for Plymouth. As that's hit high right into center field, as the shortstop can't even make the catch. High throw, doesn't get there. And Tyler run gets a little late start. And yeah, he's called out. It's weird.
Throw him right at home, Will.
That's a mistake Tyler Mersch does not usually make.
Well,
as he bails Kennett out there with their terrible play of baseball. Anyway, it ends the 6th inning. This will be the last inning coming up next with the top of the 7th. Coming back momentarily with Kennett. So we're back here for the final inning of this baseball game. There's a swing and a miss, and looks like Kennett's going to try to end this one early for all of us here. That's a swing and a miss by Johnston.
From this batter, I'm taking my time trying to get ready here.
Playing mind games?
Definitely. I'm definitely taking my time, trying to feel nice, loose, comfortable, and definitely being able to lay into that ball and really give Plymouth some trouble here.
Yeah, use those Jedi mind tricks you have.
Absolutely.
And just like that, that's 3 strikes. So nice mind games there. If you're Kennett there, really worked out well. So out number 1, Kennett just looking to not. They should not have even come today.
They haven't played a great game late, but I don't think that they've played an awful game. You know, last inning was pretty bad, but before that, they've...
Are you wearing a Kennett jersey today?
No, I'm not, Will. Just trying to be fair.
As this is hit high. Oh, Danny Carey dives for it.
Now that's part of the mental. It's all mental there, playing mind games.
Shut up. Oh my God, you're terrible. As Kennett gets maybe their second hit. That could have been their first.
Well, either way, you know, you get a guy on second base. You could really give him some trouble here.
As Pat going full on Kennett here.
Want to give him a shot, kind of root for the underdog here.
It's 5-0. It's the last inning. I bet you they don't even score here.
Now I'm rooting for him to hit it right out of the park, Will.
That's mutiny. As Demas pitch goes outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. That's vintage Kennett right there. All day long. This is Olette to bat.
Really,
So that's just strike 2. Pat, you want to take it back here?
I'm not taking anything back. I just kind of wish you would kind of walk out of the box and look a little more comfortable. He kind of looks a little uptight in there.
Well, I mean, it's not going to make a difference here.
Never know, Will.
Swing and a miss.
Now I'm trying to do Kennett a favor and give them the benefit of the doubt, but they're not looking too great right now.
They're not even trying.
I wouldn't go that far, Will.
No, they're not trying. You can easily tell that they are not trying. They're swinging at anything they see.
Let that one go through.
I'm surprised he didn't swing at that one. If I'm Demas, for the joke's sake, I'd probably just throw one right over there. Right over Olmstead's head, see if he still swings at it.
Yeah, that's great. And then when you get into a bad situation...
As that's hit, that'll be a foul.
Well, I've seen bigger comebacks in my life, so... You know, I wouldn't start playing dumb here.
But you are playing dumb here.
Well, I'm not playing well.
What are you saying right now?
I'm not playing the game.
That one is a ball. 2 balls on 1 strike here. It's the last batter here for Kennett. Five nothing here for Plymouth. Completely shutting down Kennett. That's a strike 2 right there. 1 strike away from ending this. Pat, you still think they're going to score a run?
Probably not, but I'd love to see it happen. For the benefit of the doubt. Rooting for the underdog.
As he got him looking. Nope. Called it a ball. I just want to keep this going. I was really excited for that one.
You know, love rooting for the underdog here, but hopefully Plymouth can just wrap this up and get their first closeout.
As there you go. Kennett just ineffective all day as Plymouth cruises to a 5-0 win. As the playoff hopes are still alive here, trying to get that 16th spot. And that'll be it from here as we will go down to D&M Park here to broadcast a softball team as they will look to probably crush Kennett based on their performance today and sweep Kennett as a whole today.
I don't know if I'd go that far, Will, but
well, we'll be there in a little bit of half an hour to broadcast that game. It's been Will Van Eiderstein and Pat Magnanelli broadcasting for you for this baseball game. Signing off, and we'll be broadcasting for the softball game.